Hello everyone and welcome to Gitsapalooza. Actually, this is more like Mushroom Palooza. My son Carl is back from college and he and I are going to try to play a game of Risen Sun. And since I've been on this mushroom kick, I went and I pulled out all of my mushrooms and put them on the table. So if you've been watching, they're all there. So this is one of my farm tables. And so we'll see how it goes. Should be fun. We're just doing 3 idols in the center, you know, kind of typical idol missions from the last version of the game. So I will be back in a moment and we'll take a look at the art. Here's my 50 rice list. At this point, I'm just trying different figures every time I play. So there's no rhyme or reason to this list. It's not optimized in any way. I just grabbed 3 figures that added up to 50 points, more or less. So we're going to start out with Sanjakubo. Used to be one of my favorite models. Lost his lightweight, so that was a big thing for me. But so we'll see how he does without it. Naigabu, who couldn't have gotten less useful. So I think he's going to be better in this version. We'll see. And then this used to be Itsubo, but now they are the Heiatake Guard. So I guess I'm going to need another one because 2 of them have pretty cool synergy. So we'll do that. And then to round out my last 2 points, I got a Garinto just to have a little extra key to throw around. Carl, do you want to explain what you've got for your 50 points?
Yeah, sure. So my models are coming from the box set that I won at Adepticon recently. So this is Manu. He's a big samurai. He's tough. This is Tsubaki. Sorry she's not painted. I just started today. But she's just kind of she's one of like the geishas. And then this is Harukichi. He's an Oyabun, which means he's kind of like a support character. So I picked these 3 models because they equal exactly 50 points.
All right, and he's not a samurai, he's a sumo, right?
Oh, did I say samurai?
You did.
Oh, my bad.
Now, all right, so there you go. Those are our 2 50-point lists. Should be interesting and entertaining. And we will see you in a moment after deployment. Here we are after deployment. I won the tactical role, so I made Carl deploy his guys first. So he just kind of spread them out, putting his support guy in the middle. And then I bunched up in the center just to keep things simple. Carl, why don't we do our tactical roll?
I've got +1 because of tactician.
All right, look at this. We got...
So 4. I win.
All right, so Carl, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I want to go. Let's you go first.
All right, we'll see you at the end of turn 1. End of turn 1. Naigabu moved forward with his automatic move, and then he did his prey thing to double his key. And then my Heiatake Guard went over there, so he's actually supposed to be in base-to-base with that objective. And the sumo wrestler and the support guy came forward in the center. And then over here, the Tsubaki and Sanjakubo are fighting over here in the corner. I am in base-to-base with the objective. She is not. And I think that's it. So we're about to go on to turn 2. Carl, why don't we do our roll?
All right, again, +1.
Okay.
6.
Oh, sorry, I forgot we have a tray now. 1. So
I'll go first.
all right, he'll go first. Here we are at the end of turn 2. Things have gotten interesting. We've got multiple combats going on now, which I am losing. I'm losing this combat. I have one wound. I'm not losing it by much, but I've got one wound is none. However, the support, what's the support guy's name?
Harukichi.
Harukichi came over and turned that idol to their favor. And then the sumo turned that idol to their favor. And then I placed my guy in position so that the sumo could walk into combat with him after buffing myself with ki and an aura, and it didn't matter. I lost the combat anyway and took 2 wounds to none, and that one is turned in my favor. So there we are. So at the end of turn 2, the what's your faction name? Silvermoon Trade Syndicate. Sorry, brand new to the channel and to our house. Is up 1-0. On to turn 3. End of turn 3. Sanjakubo's dead. Got ganged up on by these two. I finally did 4 points of damage to the sumo over here. It's going to be too little too late because he's going to get all kinds of support and I'm going to get ganged up on. But it's an interesting dynamic between my two birds. Naigabu just keeps feeding ki and healing my guard, who keeps whacking on the sumo, and for the most part he hasn't done anything, but he did just do 4 points of damage, so that's not too bad. I could really use winning initiative this turn. I've lost the last 2, so we'll see. Carl, of course, has got 2 of the objectives, so he's up 2-1 in turn 3 for the second victory point. Carl, you want to roll? Let's see who goes first. Let's go over here.
4.
And 6. I get to go first, so we'll see how we do. And at turn 4, let's zoom in and see what's been happening. You'll notice there's 1 sumo less. That is because the combination of Naigabu and the Hayataki guard finally took out the sumo. Basically, it was Naigabu kicking up the warding Shomyo, which prevented the sumo wrestler from doing all of his fancy sumo wrestling moves. Plus, Carl, in order to be in the spirit of his army, was flipping the coin to see if he was going to get ki or not, and he got unlucky flipping several times, so he didn't have as much ki to play with as he normally would. However, that being said, this guy over here with his chopsticks came over, and I had, in the first part of the turn, with Naigabu, I had changed this to neutral, and then, but before the turn was over, he changed it back. So he, once again, has 2 points to my 1, so he's got 4 points to my 2, which gets him the second victory point and wins the game. However, we're going to play it out. We got 2 more turns, so let's see how much death and destruction can be wrought here in the last 2 turns.
Right, key thing on a building.
Turn 5. Let's see what's happened. So the geisha managed to blind not only my Hayatake guard, but herself, because she was too close when she did her thing. And Chubby Bunny there walked around and attacked Naigabu, and they just belly bounced. Neither one of them did anything. However, I did, with my blind Hayataki guard, managed to stagger over to the objective and turn it. There's nothing in the definition of blind that says you can't interact with an objective. So that's what I did. So I'm trying to get, playing this as if it were a tournament, I'm trying to get that one last point. So no idea if that's actually going to work or not, but we're going to give it a shot. That's it for turn 5. Carl is, I guess we're tied 1-1 at this point. So we'll see how it goes. He's the geisha is making a play for the objective that I've held. So we'll see how it all sorts out. All right, end of the game, end of turn 6. Let's take a look. So there was a lot of monkeying around, but in essence, my Hayatake guard walked. So, what was your chopstick guy again?
Oh, he's just an Oyo.
No, his name.
Harakichi.
Harakichi. So Harakichi attacked Naigabu. Sorry, my brain is giving out. Harakichi attacked Naigabu, did nothing. And, of course, Naigabu did nothing back. And then the Hayatake guard walked around, and now Harakichi was outnumbered, and I managed to kill him. And with my next action, then Naigabu turned this objective, so it is in my favor. So now I had 2 objectives to Carl's 1. And then Carl took the geisha, and she came over and tried to polish off my Hayatake guard. And they fought, and no lethal damage was dealt. Damage was dealt, but no lethal damage. So in the end, I ended up for this turn 6 with 2 objectives to his 1 this turn, and we tied last turn, so I actually won the last victory point. So while Carl still won the game pretty handily, at least I got a victory point. And as you guys know, if you played in big tournaments, you know, a 2-1 loss is a lot different than a 3-0 loss or a 2-0 loss. So I'll take whatever points I can get. So, third game went a little smoother. Carl's got a new faction as well as the new rules, but we spent a lot of time with our noses on my computer looking up rules, but I think by and large we did fine. Carl, what do you think about the new edition?
I think it's fine.
There you go. From the man himself. He says it's fine. So, we're good. Thanks, everyone. Please subscribe and like and comment if you are so inclined. And we will see you next time. Probably, it wouldn't surprise me if we get another one of these games in later on this week, as Carl has been passionate about painting up his syndicate. So I suspect we'll be playing again. Thank you for joining us on Gitsapalooza.